And welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cardboard Crawlers RC channel. We are once again here at Donner Summit. I'm still not quite finished up for the season and had a couple of buddies with their rigs. This is Space's Endura buggy build. It's got Gladiator rears and C10 rears in the front. That dude's stretched out. And this is a scythe build. I think it's just on like a C-bolt setup, C10 rears, deadbolt front, deadbolt rears in the front, or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but nicely built, well done. Everybody's got NSDRC servos. That's just my Maz buggy on the portals, the nylon portals with the CVDs in them. They're super nice axles, super light, strong. They do everything you need them to do. They're about, I don't know if they're +4s, which makes them 8 overall, or exactly what they're. Maybe they're +5s. I'm not sure exactly. We haven't got an exact measurement.
You gotta make it to the crowd
lately. But anyway, just out on the rocks, having a great time. You know how it goes. Morning woes. You got your batteries. Had an old battery in there or something when we started, so I think a couple of us go through batteries here. Beautiful day. This was filmed about a week ago. It is Memorial Day now. I'm just going to put this video out. I just went and filmed some other things. I did a waterfall short earlier. I filmed that. I've been trying to get that time that waterfall just right. You know, the water changes so rapidly in the snow melt in the afternoon. So good old Blue Dog always has our back, just making sure that everybody around us is staying away from us. I mean, he's not going to hurt anybody unless you're a little squirrel, or what he's looking at, what he's looking for right now is marmots on the other hillside. And he'll bolt off if he sees one. He'll just scramble granite, crush rock, break bones, and try to get those little animals.
back of the line.
We'll roll over there, back of the line. We're kind of doing a follow the leader. It's not a, it wasn't really, but it kind of is. You know, if you crash, you go to the back. This little Maz buggy has some problems today on some of these steeps. The balance just wasn't right. I don't know.
About going to
Too
the
much
right.
throttle. Looking forward to doing some videos with my new Fury Tech setup.
It's kind of cool you
I
in
ended up getting a Komodo set up in one of these little Maz buggies.
Yeah, short
And I'm going to get a micro set up. I have a WT Micros FJ40 body that is so beautiful. Can't wait to get that painted up and do a little video on that for you guys. We're going to put it on a Maz chassis and have it with a Fury Tech Micro Komodo in there, I believe, is about what fits in that little chassis, in that little body on that little chassis, and it's going to really be a monster.
I just didn't know the line.
I've been doing some testing with the chassis already, and I have a regular Komodo in it right now, and I'm going to run this body on it later today.
Couldn't see the crack from here.
So just out there having fun, you know, doing the dang thing. But yeah, I just could not get this line, and it was just bugging and bugging and bugging. I'm like, man, I thought I did this the other day.
I made it up.
So I just kept trying. I just wanted it, you know. So you know how it
There's a
goes. You
weird,
just
like,
get after something. So
Bathtub.
sorry for the boredom right here, but eventually I believe I make it. I can't even remember at this point. Like I said, it's been about a week since we shot this. But yeah, just getting after it, steep. The camera doesn't really lie right here. It's, you know, you see the truck roll back. It's not like it's not steep. Someone's trying to point me through that crack over there, and that's not what I've been trying to do. I'm trying to climb this shoulder right here, and I think I finally get it. I'm not positive, but yeah, like I said, I just keep setting back. You know, it looks beautiful and sunny, but it's probably like 50 degrees out there that day, or with the wind. The wind was blowing, so you always want to cover up from the wind when you're up here in the high mountains, playing on the granite. It's like snow almost. The sun comes and gets you. I finally made it there. Yeah, the sun's just reflecting off all this granite all the time. It's just burning you, and then the wind blowing. And stay covered up out there, people. So once again, more trouble with the little buggy right here. I think I end up rolling over again. And just steep lines. These 64 or 62 millimeter pin tires, you get a little bit of torque going and it wants to flip you over, especially with the portals. They'll torque out on you real easy. So flipped it back of the line. You got the Scythe chassis coming through. He's gonna change up those electronics one day, get that all cleaned up. But he's got a Komodo in this as well.
I think you just have to swing it left.
It's built to the tilt. Does some really good wheeling with that rig. And then space has been in this crack for a minute, just burning up some lipo, and I see a line going around, so I take it.
It's like a little bypass, though.
And yep, then we're just moving on up through the valley. We have these big long cracks through this granite. It goes all the way up these hills, and you just try to work up a crack until you can, and then work over to the next one. It's pretty fun, even for this little scale. Like, there's 10th scale area right here as well. Later in the video, some guys are coming around. They had their 10th scales out, and then he went and got his SCS6 out, and he had his AX24 on top on the roof rack. Anyway, yeah, just hope you guys are enjoying the video. Like always, please like, subscribe, share these. Blue dog in the background, finding shade. Share these videos with friends that you might think might enjoy them, and comment. By all means, comment on my shorts too. Go ahead and comment on those, man. Like, I put a lot of shorts out. I'm gonna try to maybe shorten some of these videos up into that's Garrett. Garrett runs the Scythe, and we're gonna shorten these up, make these more like 8 and 10 minutes. I don't know, what do you guys think? I think 10-11 minutes is the number. This one, raw footage, I had like 27 minutes. It whittled down to 17 or something. So yeah, but that's a good little roll over there. That one took her good. And it's all magnets, and so the little body comes out of its little slots. So I like to tighten it up before I get it running.
I couldn't see that backside. I was like, I'm good over
Almost.
here.
I might even roll again here. I think I did. Yeah. Here, when in doubt, throttle out. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There it is.
There you go.
Get on the shoulder, climb up, like being in Moab.
Nice.
Cruising. Beautiful climbing area right there in the background, that big granite wall. There's people on rope over there right at that moment. There's people climbing. Donner Lake down below us, Truckee beyond that. The old train trestles are that square line right at like the dog's eye level, straight across from him. That really square looking line is a man-made structure. It's the old train tunnels there. They're not even tunnels, they're trestles. It's a concrete abutment with a concrete roof. And then like air vents, you can go walk through those. We walk through them to access that other ridge line above his ears to go ski over there. Anyhow, good times. Love this area of the world. It's a beautiful place. Maybe some of you know of it and can come enjoy it. If if you're ever on Highway 80 driving through California with your cars, get off in Truckee and drive up Old Highway 40. It's just a bypass. You can come right through. You don't have to go back anywhere. You can just drive up, and at mid 3/4 of the way up here is this overlook, and come play. And there's tons of granite, like all the way up the road. Like that brown just above the truck, way over there on that ridge with the snow on it, that's more granite. It's all granite here. We're in the Sierra Nevadas. Donner Summit, like I said. But good times. Beautiful stormy clouds. It rained a couple days later. Scythe, always keeping those tires on the ground, wheeling. Belly dragger. And this rig, I really like the way that it worked out. The owner Space, he really likes it as well. It's looks like his light bar came undone.
There we go.
It can use some tuning, I think. He's got some really long shocks on it. I'm not necessarily. I like a regular set of 43 millimeter double barrels. That one's running some maybe even 52s or something insane. And I don't know what they really were, but cool little spot where the snow's been melted for a while, so the grass is starting to come through. And yeah, a little shade for the dog off on the side, I think. It's good spots over here. Pretty poor editing right back there. Sorry about that. Missed it. I was really concerned about this shot. Not concerned, but I had seen this before, and this is just so funny that Blue happened to just be right there. Just is like, hey, what's going on? Someone reached out to pet him, and he was like, don't. He's just following along in the wheeling line, hitting the line up. And once again, my little buggy is just over torquing on the short wheelbase on some of these sections that these cars are picking. I just didn't make it. Garrett had made it up that, and then I just didn't. And I think Space gives it a go. And that long wheelbase just whoop climbs right up it. You know, he's on more than a Gladiator wheelbase. So we got out the strap and just gave it a little. Hey, how's your father? Thanks for the pull. And more steep, steppy granite right up above you. So, yeah, it's been, we've been out wheeling quite a bit. Not all of it's on film. We spent a long time just up at the top on the summit of this section and fooling around, set up some gates, had a little 5-gate course for a while, trying to think of future events or,
we had some decent crawling lines
just
right
future
there.
good times. Sometimes it's fun to have a set course. And especially in this kind of a background, it's beautiful. Get a few more trucks, a few more people driving some trucks up here. Make a couple of my trucks a little bit more competitive. My dog just took off after a marmot. He's good. And some people may not be a big fan. I'm not the hugest fan of those big, thin pin tires. I love the 55 millimeter 55 by 20s that they made. I have a couple sets of those mounted up myself, but with the portals on this, these tires work pretty good in most situations.
Either up high here or right in here.
I think a lot of my rigs are just kind of like in progress all the time. I'm not really.
You're good, Space.
I don't think they're ever real finished. Anyway, some 10thers, there's 10 scale coming in behind us, and then that CS6 was back there too. They were just kind of hanging out. doing their own thing. We talked to them a bit. They're from out of town. They come up and do some contracting work here, and they always bring their rigs because they know the granite. One of those dudes has like 100+ trucks or something. You know how it goes, guys out there. I know there's some of you in my audience that are that person, or you know, similar, where you just it just grows, right? It's I don't know. It could become a problem. I can see it. I have more trucks than I need, for sure.
Inside of that.
But I love them all, and that's the thing about it, is just getting them all tuned in, dialed in. I'd really like to work on getting my wiring dialed in, whether it's on a brushed or brushless system. Just clean it up, put some wiring loom over it, the mesh, and you know, heat shrink, and just getting them all tightened up. I know you guys have watched a Maz Designs video. He does some beautiful wiring work. That guy is clean as can be. So, you know, if you're looking to learn about it, watch his videos. I've been watching some others, and definitely gonna clean up my messes. All the color throws everything off, you know. The reds, the blues, the yellows, everything inside, you know, and it's kind of messy. So I've seen some clean stuff, and I want to continue that down that avenue. So you can see how these slabs are long, and, you know, just cracks in between. And like I said, that big structure behind, directly in the middle of the frame, across the valley there, is people are climbing on it with ropes. There's, if you zoom in, you probably see people on it. But yeah, almost the end of the day here. We stacked a couple rocks in that little V over by Garrett's feet there, or maybe that's Space's feet, I'm not sure. Yeah, so like I said, I hope y'all have enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, share, do all that. Have a good time. Get out there and wheel. Build a truck. Have some fun. They're great, right? They're great for everybody, man. Like all ages. You know, a little adult supervision, and kids can have great times with these.
What if it's a
Easy to
dying
build,
battery?
you know, parts off, parts on. Space is having a brownout issue. His truck just keeps going sometimes. Anyway, Cardboard Crawlers, out.